our energy more efficiently with this info and keep going that way just seems to me to be more honest in what humanity needs.
And you have testified to Arrow and the Senate select. I'm sorry,
Intelligence Committee, the Senate Intelligence Committee.
Senate. Yeah, Intelligence Committee. So, do you think that it helped move the ball forward at all? With Arrow's latest historical review, it just doesn't seem like it's an organization that's going to help disclosure at this point juncture. So, I mean, I don't know how your experience was with them when testifying, but you probably had a better audience with the Senate.
I think there is a lot going on behind the scenes. I think the conversations that I had with both of those factions did bear fruit, so to say.
Good.
That I think that a lot of things are happening under false pretenses. I think that Arrow was, by its construction and design, by its primary mission, I believe it was set up to fail. That the information in the capacity as designed for that group was going to get squished. But I believe that there were folks that had access to everything while that operation's running, and it had more to do with giving them unfettered access to everything going on. And I think through informing that observatory team, there was ground gained. And I would say the same thing for the folks over at the Senate Intelligence Committee. Was I think what they were really looking to confirm was that there are these technologies that are in operation, and that they need to realize that there is a lack of oversight, and control measures need to start being applied to bring these rogue factions back into, I guess you would say, operations that have oversight of the public that's funding them.
Yeah. I mean, we have a right to know. I mean,
absolutely.
We don't, and this is the thing about the government, dude. I don't care what black all the numbers. If you all the if there's a video of a UFO and you see beings, right? I want to see the video, but I don't care where it's taking. Like, if you need to black out some numbers so that our enemies, don't know our capabilities, that's fine. That's cool. I get it. You got to protect your sources, methods, and means, right? I get it. Right? National security is a legitimate thing. But it doesn't mean that you need to overclassify everything, right? Because that's where the problems are, is overclassification. And just absolutely no oversight. Nobody. When you answer to nobody.
Yeah, therein lies the problems that we're dealing with now. Is that we have these groups with wild technology, and they're just literally able to do whatever they want to do. There's a lot of room for error.
Like cause earthquakes in parts of the world. Just
by
touching a button.
Flying away with thousands of children to put them on the black market just because you can. I mean, there was an event that just happened in Lahaina recently that certainly fits the bill for peculiar. One of the really peculiar things is how, thousands of children are just simply missing. Not dead bodies in the fires, children that were released from school into an emergency situation. So the school released them, and now they're missing. Thousands of children. I mean, we really need to look around this planet and reassess what's going on and what could bad people actually be doing. I forget who said it because I bastardize quotes all the time, but somebody said back in the day, the only thing that it takes for evil to prevail is for good people to do nothing. I think it was Goth that said that, but
I know the quote. Yeah, you nailed it. Absolutely.
And that's what's going on right now, is that there's massive amounts of investment to make us believe that nothing bad is going on.
Right.
And then that's all it takes. It's just good people doing nothing, as it's just going on around us constantly.
Well, they think, they think put Ukraine flag in their bio on Twitter is doing something.
Which is pure lunacy, because it's like, oh, look at you nincompoop. You're supporting an activity that's just meant to help your government fleece you.
Literally, it's
one of the greatest money laundering operations ever put upon the American taxpayer.
Yeah, absolutely. And that goes, that's a whole show in itself.
Right.
But
because the Biden family's not up to no good.
Yeah, they got some stuff going on. Everyone's quick to call Trump's plights, but
yeah, right. Everybody's, and don't get me wrong, I grew up on Long Island, so I never really grew up with an affinity for the Don. I'm very familiar with who he is, but you're right. With that being said, I mean, if we're honestly to just go crime family compared to crime family.
Yeah, we're pretty matched, if you want to call it that, right? Like in corruption here. So again, yay! How are these the only two people that are going to end up being on legitimate contenders? Because RFK, if he runs as an independent, the only thing that he can do is I would say disrupt the campaign of one of the other. So, and there's, I don't know, I would love to see something like that be pulled off. It would kind of
at this stage of the game, how can we predict how this current iteration of the circus will end? What will be the grand finale now that we know that the whole thing is an amazing show? What it certainly is not is some semblance of a we the people for the people voting process that is untainted and noble.
No, it's a
I mean, can you honestly tell me that you're completely confident that whomever you vote for will be untainted, unmolested, and go in as you expected? Are you 1,000% confident in that?
No, I'm absolutely not.
Yeah,
and I think there's a serious issue with our processes. Yeah,
I feel like the accomplishment of the political parties is that they get 100% of the population to be focused on 50% of the problem.
Yeah.
We have all the Democrats saying that the Trump faction rigged the election. We have the Trump faction saying that the liberal Democrats rigged the election. Okay, cool. So if we stand back far enough, what we're hearing clearly is apparently the election was rigged by someone.
Yes. The common denominator is the election is rigged.
Correct, right? Let's forget the devil in the details of the things that divide us on whose side is manipulating the ballot box most, but let's stick to the things that are common to us and realize that the ballot box is no longer our friend.
Finally, right? It's like finally get to talk to someone who understands, right? Take a step back, guys. Take a step back. Look,
Yeah.
look. It's so right there. It's just
Mhm.
we are not. Most of us are not seeing what we need to see, and the longer that we don't, the worse it's going to get. Like you said, the faster it's going to go, the faster it's going to get worse. In your honest assessment of what this device could do, should is there more concern on your part for nuclear weapons or one of these?
No,
You know,
I think you will never, ever, ever, ever have a nuclear conflict on this planet. I believe it is rolled out like a dog and pony show with great regularity to attempt to put the fear of God and nuclear conflict on the
yeah,
minds of people because there's value to playing that card every now and then. Again, there's probably frequency that we can pay attention to on this and show trend lines and be like, oh, they're 3 days over from oh, here we go. It's a Kim Jong Un news
yeah.
barrage.
You
You
just
know, oh, they
conducted a
just
missile
made
test.
a missile that shoots a little bit further than the last time we pulled this story up,
Yep,
you
yep.
know, but
Oh, this
they'll
one's
never figure
hypersonic.
out how to put a missile on a boat. So don't worry. You know, it's always this missile, if fired from the epicenter of North Korea through
Right.
the air, it
Yep.
could make it. Oh, it could almost make it to us. Okay, so if they took that same missile and put it on a boat, or 12 of them, or 50 of them, they could just line them up right
Okay.
off the coast of California, and there ain't jack shit we can do about it. Is that what you're
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah. And yeah, that's exactly what they're
But yeah,
saying.
they don't ever want to discuss actual reality. They just want to bring everything right up to the edge that they could then bring you back from.
Right.
So a lot of these threats are just they're pseudo threats to cause manipulations in stock prices to fluctuate.
And I think a lot of people see that there's something wrong with our media, right? Right. Our mainstream media. I think
Mm-hmm.
I really do. I generally do think that most people do know that they are it's not they're not getting the news anymore. They're getting their news. We talked about tailored content, tailored
Mm-hmm.
advertisements.
Yep.
It's with news too.
Yeah,
People
because now the programming is just
yeah,
it's doing the reverse instead of it looking for the information that you're interested in and working actively. It's just now they can just mold you.
yeah,
I mean, they have control over what information is put in front of you, and we certainly can observe that humans are very programmable. Well, now they
absolutely.
just have access to the device that you choose
What channel you
as if
stay
it's a
on for
choice
how
now. Like,
long.
right, you know, and
Yeah,
what audible alarms it takes to get your attention. All of these things um, can be measured.
yep,
His pulse rate went up on that one when he looked at the screen.
yep.
We'll send more of those. Those ones really get his attention.
Yeah, and then you end up with a catered you get like I said, you're getting your news, not the news. You're getting your news. So you're getting what they're putting in front of you, which is
Even worse, you're getting their news,
yeah,
but
yeah,
it's
they're
their news that they know you will find palatable because they've done the research. It's a shit sandwich that they can serve to you and guarantee that you will say, God damn, that was delicious.
yeah. And you'll sit on the toilet reading that article. You'll
Yep.
you'll quote
Yep.
that article to your
It'll be the
friend
worst poison that you've ever ingested, and you won't even know it. You'll love it, and you'll tell your friends how great it was.
and recommend it. Maybe you'll
Yep.
share it.
You need to
Declare it.
try this shit. It was terrible. But boy, let me tell you how you need it.
My man, Eric. Dude, you are so down to earth. It's really comforting to talk to someone like that you think is no not that you think that or that you come off as um
I've
like
been told I don't think like other people.
Yeah, you're unique. You're very unique. You're very fun to talk to. You're very down to earth.